Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well. And wanted to talk about the Drake's God's Plan music video, which has been making its rounds on the internet, been causing a big splash because, not necessarily because of the song, because I don't think it's one of Drake's better tracks, honestly. But in the music video, Drake gives away nearly $1 million throughout the entire video. Pretty much what is said at the beginning of the video to be the budget for the video, which seems like it's shot pretty casually. And he is spending the entirety of the music video just like giving away stacks of cash to people, signing gigantic fat photo op checks and that kind of thing. And while what Drake is doing here in this video, it's most certainly a photo op. Like, that cannot be denied. However, while I think there have been a lot of people sort of talking negatively about that very thing, the net positive of what he's done here in this video, it's not like he tried to make a big deal out of like giving away $10,000 or something. You know what I mean? Or like just some little pittance of money. And I'm sure Drake and his label probably have more than nearly $1 million to give away as well. But the net positive of what he's done here, the net positive of what him and his director for this video have done here, is ultimately more important than any criticism that can be lobbied at him because of this. And in an inadvertent way, at least for me personally, I feel like this kind of opens up the opportunity to have kind of a discussion about wealth disparity in the United States of America. Because, when Drake was running around giving people money, it wasn't just simply like a publisher's clearinghouse kind of thing. It wasn't like just like people were jumping for joy. Whoa, I just got $50,000. And look, you could probably point to any place on the globe, and if you hand somebody $50,000 there, they're going to be pretty excited. But what Drake was doing in this video, you got the sense that a lot of the people he was trying to help out here, and I don't know how exactly he went about finding who he was going to give money to, et cetera, but you got the sense a lot of the time in each instance that the people who he was giving the money to really, really needed it. Like, really, really freaking needed it. Which is sad that someone like Drake has to kind of step in order to really kind of make potentially a difference in some poor family's life. When our government is essentially failing a lot of these people. Because you look at the country Drake comes from, because he's such an international figure at this point. It's like some people forget that he's from Canada, a country where you don't have people like in the U.S. dying and going bankrupt over a lack of health care. You don't have people who are living homeless at the rates that they are in America. You don't have this incredible waste of money on an military industrial complex. You actually have more upward economic mobility, as was shown in a recent study that I will link down there in the description. It's funny that Drake is from Canada and he has to come down here to America to help out people. Because people in his own country are probably taking pretty good care of the sick and the disabled. Meanwhile, over here, if you're a parent who is trying to make ends meet with somebody who might have some kind of mental disability or is wheelchair bound or something, like in a lot of ways, you're kind of, it's kind of upsetting to think about it and talk about it. But in a lot of ways, you're kind of up shit creek, and it's horrible that it is that way. And it's really kind of long overdue for some kind of change. Again, I'm not sure if that's going to be the takeaway for a lot of people from this video. I think at the end of the day, a lot of people are going to see this and think, oh, Drake's a nice guy. He has all this extra money and he gave some people who needed money. But let's stop and try to pause for a moment and think, why is it that these people need money? Why are they so hard up for cash that that tears are brought to their eyes when some kind of entertainer, rapper, singer, celebrity walks into frame and hands them $10,000, $20,000, $50,000. Obviously, again, that amount of money is very nice to just get out of the blue. But why is it that these people are in such a desperate situation that it's either make or break if this money sort of enters the picture? It's because they're living under a system that's failing them. And hopefully some people sort of think about that as a result of this video. Because when you look at a lot of the families he's helping, a lot of the people who are at the grocery store, who he's just, hey, buy whatever you want, it's yours, blah, 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 blah. A lot of these people, they're hardworking. They care about their families. They want the best for them. They want to be able to lead completely normal, successful lives and not have to worry about, hey, am I going to be a burden to my loved ones if I get cancer? Or what about my daughter or my son or my brother or my uncle who's disabled who needs help and I can't afford to help them? Or, the only way that we can help this person is if we have them move in with us, and basically just put ourselves into a tough economical situation. Why isn't anybody helping? Why doesn't anybody care? Why don't our elected officials put any of this sort of stuff into priority? There's a lot of answers to these questions, and a lot of them are quite apparent. Corruption, special interests, biases. I don't probably need to go into any of them in this video. But I think it's worth reflecting on after watching Drake do what he did here. And I guess it would be nice if more people like Drake, who found themselves in the 1%, could find their way to, I guess, being a bit more, generous, and being less, eager to find ways to game the system, and make it work in their benefit more than in the benefit of the average person. So I'm going to leave it at that. I don't think I have anything else to say. All right, I love you guys. Anthony Fantano forever.